Welcome back to the AG Chelsea TV channel. Today, I will bring you the latest news about Chelsea FC from the past 24 hours. Don't forget the familiar time at 6 p.m. UK time. Stay tuned to keep up with all the hot updates about our favorite team. Thank you for always supporting the channel. Victor Osimhen transfer deadline set. Victor Osimhen is in talks with Saudi Arabian side Al Hilal ahead of a possible summer transfer. According to the latest reports, the Saudi Pro League side are said to have made the Napoli striker their top transfer target to sign before the Club World Cup begins next week. They are reputedly ready to pay the player's €75 million release clause currently agreed in his Napoli contract. However, the Riyadh-based club are awaiting an answer to their formal proposal from Osimhen. That offer is purportedly worth around €30 million per season, which works out to around €577,000 a week. Chelsea remain interested in Osimhen. However, Football.London understands they have concerns over the player's wage demands. Being unable to convince the Nigeria international to lower his salary expectations to fit the club's strict wage structure is understood to be why a deal on transfer deadline day last summer did not materialize. The Blues have a policy of negotiating lower base wages spread over longer deals. Liam Delap is the latest example, signing a 6-year contract. As such, they would be unlikely able to compete with Al Hilal, as Ben Jacobs of Give Me Sport reports that bonuses would also be on top of the €30 million offer. Personal terms were an issue for the Blues during negotiations over signing Jadon Sancho permanently. The demands of Nico Williams are also said to be a big concern over any potential deal for the Athletic Club winger. However, if Osimhen does not sign for Al Hilal before the exceptional registration period closes on June 10, the Saudi club could seemingly end their interest in the centre forward. With the Club World Cup being of utmost importance to them, they may look elsewhere for a new striker, thus leaving Osimhen on the market. Chelsea pays €20 million to sign MAIGNAN. The rumors about MAIGNAN coming to Chelsea have appeared from nowhere and exploded into a really major story. When Fabrizio Romano first reported them on Tuesday morning, we had to check it wasn't coming from a fake account. A move for the veteran AC Milan goalkeeper would not only go against our current transfer policy of targeting youngsters and players on cheap wages, it would also contradict the steady stream of briefings coming from people well connected at the club which claimed that we were happy with the selection of keepers we already had. But as time has gone by, the detail and intensity of the chatter about MAIGNAN has convinced us there's something to it. And today reports from Italy are really convincing that the interest is very real, even if we don't yet know how it will work out. Calcio Mercato today claimed that new AC Milan manager Max Allegri will try to make MAIGNAN stay with a personal meeting. Meanwhile, Milan and Chelsea are planning a direct contact in the next few hours. The talk that Chelsea were only willing to pay €10 million, which bubbled up yesterday, had everyone really annoyed. But this piece claims a much more realistic €20 million ceiling from the Blues for the France goalkeeper, whose contract expires in a year's time. With Milan wanting €30 million, a €10 million offer is too far off to work. But at €20 million, the sides can find some common ground. As CM say, that gap can be bridged with bonuses. Meanwhile, Fabrizio Romano has already said there should be no problem with personal terms. If that's the case and the fee can be sorted between the clubs, Allegri has a huge job on his hand persuading MAIGNAN to stay. Chelsea include players in Hugo Ekitike deal. Frankfurt star Hugo Ekitike, 22, continues to be linked with Enzo Maresca's side, though. Chelsea have broadly agreed personal terms with Ekitike as the club looks to sign 2 centre forwards before the start of next season. However, German Bundesliga club Frankfurt are demanding £80 million to lose their rising star. Sources are confident Chelsea can sign Ekitike once his valuation is lowered. According to journalist Simon Phillips via Substack, Chelsea held more positive talks on Wednesday as a deal to sign Ekitike continues to progress. Apparently, the Blues are refusing to pay Frankfurt's £80 million asking price and feel they are in a strong position because the Germans know they are selling the 22-year-old attacker. Phillips further reports that Chelsea have mentioned players as potential make-weights on the deal and Frankfurt are interested. There's no indication of which individuals were discussed, though. Ekitike has been compared to Kylian Mbappe and is a super talented youngster, so we're not surprised to see Chelsea pushing hard to get him. The French youngster, who can play as a centre forward or a second striker, was phenomenal for Frankfurt last season in Germany. If Chelsea want to drive down Ekitike's valuation, the smartest way could be to include 1 or 2 players as part of the deal. The Blues certainly have a lot of individuals they could offer to Frankfurt, especially when you look at the number of high-profile stars that will be returning to them this summer from loans. Like last season, Chelsea must ensure they trim the large squad down again to leave Maresca with a decent-sized group. Cole Palmer and Moises Caicedo are deemed unsellable by Chelsea right now, but the suggestion is that anybody else could be on offer for the right price. Chelsea set sight to MOHAMMED Kudus. Chelsea have listed two dynamic attacking talents for the summer transfer window, with West Ham United star MOHAMMED Kudus and Nottingham Forest ace Morgan Gibbs-White among their targets, sources have told Team Talk. Kudus and Gibbs-White are two of the best attacking players in the Premier League, and Team Talk understands that Chelsea have taken a shine to the West Ham and Forest stars. Sources close to the London club have told us that the Blues are keen to bolster their squad with versatile, high-energy players capable of elevating their ambitions in the Premier League and European competitions. Kudus has been on Chelsea's radar since his impressive stint at Ajax, where his flair, dribbling, and goal-scoring ability caught the eye of top European clubs. Since joining West Ham in 2023, the 24-year-old Ghana international has continued to shine, showcasing his versatility across the frontline and in attacking midfield. Sources have told Team Talk that Kudus is eager to take the next step in his career. With a move to a club offering European football high on his priorities, Chelsea's interest in the dynamic forward aligns with their aim to inject creativity and pace into their squad, and Kudus is understood to be enthusiastic about the prospect of joining the Stamford Bridge outfit. However, Kudus will not come cheap and has a release clause of £85 million in his contract at West Ham. Team Talk understands that Forest attacking midfielder Gibbs-White is also in Chelsea's sights. The 25-year-old England international midfielder was an outstanding player for Forest last season, scoring 7 goals and giving 10 assists in 34 Premier League matches. Sources close to Forest have intimated to Team Talk that the club are bracing for offers, with Chelsea, Manchester City, and Liverpool among the sides monitoring the midfielder. And that's all the latest news about Chelsea in the past 24 hours. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me. Now, goodbye and see you in the next videos on AG Chelsea TV.